Get on your feet, Tiger fans. Let's get loud. Let's go. Let's get active. Let's go.
All right. We back for episode 3.
Hey,
It's your boy B-EYZ.
it's V-KEYZ, and this is the
Uplayedtho
podcast.
All right, Keys, man, we got a lot to talk about this week.
Yeah,
A lot of things happened in week 1 of college football. A lot of big games, a lot of excitement, and some upsets.
yeah.
So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna go ahead and start it off. You know, I know a lot of the fans, everybody's wondering. So we're just gonna get right into it.
I'm upset, man. We're gonna talk about it right now. Let's get right into it. Off gate.
Clemson took a loss, 28-7 against the Duke Blue Devils. I didn't see this coming.
Dude.
I know you didn't see it coming. We gave our predictions on the last episode, and needless to say, it was lopsided. It was lopsided.
Yeah, hella disappointing, and we're gonna touch on all that.
Yeah. So a couple of things that I'd like to do. Let's go to Dabo right after the game.
All right.
Just listen real quick
Yeah.
to what he had to say.
That's honestly all my years of football. I've never been a part of a game like that ever, and been here at Clemson a long time. Since I've been the head coach, we were 58-0 when we rushed for 200 and passed for 200. It's usually a pretty good indicator, and I think in Clemson history, we were 108-0, never lost ever. So, you know, but you got to finish. You got to finish, and obviously we did not do that. So many opportunities, you know, on the 1-yard line a couple times, 1 for 4 in the red zone. You know, obviously the turnovers, 3 turnovers, a couple low block kicks that really didn't even give them a chance. But you know, again, twice 1st and goal from the 1, and we get no points. You know, it's really, really disappointing, and there's really nothing else you can say about it. But again, you got to give them credit because they hung in there. They made plays.
All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. So, Keys, man, you heard what he had to say.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds really familiar to me. So, you know.
Well, it's familiar. I mean, I get the whole, you know, we 58-0 on the Dabo when we 200. That's cool. Like to say, it's the first time for everything. So we can't have all them turnovers, especially in the red zone, especially at the damn 1-yard line, and come away feeling good. You know, even if we squeaked it out some kind of way, like it's still been disappointing. But the way that we lost that way, I mean, nah, bruh. So he has another clip, right?
Yeah. So what we also wanted to listen to is just the conversation that one of the reporters asked him about the transfer portal. I know we talked about this.
And then we're gonna go in.
Yeah.
Let's see what Dabo got to say about this, and then we'll respond.
So that's why we lost to Duke. Is that what you're asking? Is that what you're saying? I don't have any reaction to that. I think that's ridiculous. It had nothing to do with us getting beat by Duke on Monday night. What cost us the game the other night was, you know, being 1st and goal on the 1 twice and getting nothing, and down inside the 5 a 3rd time and getting nothing. And that ain't got anything to do with that. But whatever narrative they want to create, that's fine. We're going to keep on keeping on.
All right, you want me to go ahead and go in?
Man, tell me how you feel about it.
All right, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off, man. Let's go. So the only part he right about is that quote unquote didn't have nothing to do because we had turnovers right down the 1 twice, and you know missed the field goal and all that. But still, all that's. I mean, the players still got to play, but it's still coaching. What's going on? Anyway, so Dabo, let's go all the way there, dog. Mm-hmm. So Dabo, was not a component of NIL when it first was talked about. He's like, when NIL come out, if players start getting paid, I'll find a new profession.
Yep.
He said that. He's on record saying that. All right, so NIL's out there.
To this day.
DJ had a Dr. Pepper deal last year. He was trash, and it got kind of nixed quick. You ain't see no more DJ commercials after like week 1 because we was trash. So and now K got the Beats by Dre NIL deal. Shipley has Ship Happens. I'm not sure if he has really like some money behind. I'm sure he do.
Yeah.
But either way, Dabo wasn't a fan of it, and it's he wasn't a fan of that. Just for y'all viewers out there, we're multitasking. We're watching week 1, Lions at Chiefs. We had just had a pick 6. We doing it. We football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we 100. We 100 with real time.
We just had a real live pick 6 in action. It's tied up 13-14, pending extra point. Patty Mahomes threw pick 6. But anyway, back to Dabo.
Yep.
So not a component of NIL, and we know he's not a component of the transfer portal. And that's the prime thing in college football right now, is the portal. It's like you kind of getting
prime thing.
It's the prime thing.
I like the pun.
It's the prime thing right now because you see what Prime did in Colorado, taking all them players, basically a whole 86 players new from roster, and what they do, go on the road, get a big upset. And what Florida State do, they receiver had 3 touchdowns, transfer from Michigan State, out the portal, 3 touchdowns, first game, off gate.
So one thing that I don't understand is, Dabo, he's old school. He likes to recruit, and I guess in his mind, he's saying I made a promise to these kids when I walked into their house and said, hey, we need you at Clemson, and if I bring a transfer student athlete in, who I know should start and will start over you when you made that commitment to me, then that's not right on my part. However, on the flip side, he'll do that same thing, and then those same players will sit and say, hey, I don't want to sit behind a 4 or 5-star until my junior year to play. I'm going to transfer to Duke, or I'm going to transfer to Wake Forest, right? So to me, it goes both ways, but Dabo is looking at it and saying, hey, I have my mind state on how I want to run this team. Now, yes, we've won 2 championships that way, but the college landscape has changed.
It's changed.
And, either you adapt or, you end up getting shipped out, just like Tommy Bowden.
Yeah, so, and there's some memes out there, the Dabo without Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson is Tommy Bowden. Like, Dabo without a transformational quarterback. I mean, and I'm going to say right here and right now, that's proven to be right so far. Unless we could completely turn ship this season, we got 1 loss. Well, 1 loss, you can still make it to the playoffs. So we have that's only room for error. So we got a clean slate. We got to run the table all year. So that means beating Florida State at the crib, which will be a top 4 team when we play them. That means beating Notre Dame at the crib, they'll probably still be top 10, top 15 at the time, depending on who they play throughout the season. So we got North Carolina State, which is always, last year we kind of handled them pretty good, but North Carolina State is always, they play us tough, and we lost last time at North Carolina State 2 years ago.
Yep.
That's going to be a tough game. And North Carolina at the crib.
I think we got Miami this year too, right?
At Miami, I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah.
But excuse me.
Yeah.
We can get that out of there. But
I got you.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But the way we looked at Duke, it's like,
yeah, it's a toss up, and so I'm glad you said that, Keys. So let's transition away from Dabo, right? So there's two other instances that I want to talk about, or reasons why I feel like we just look weak. So
right.
you got Dabo, and you have the coaching staff, and the personnel that we have on the field.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about, and this is just, from my personal opinion, we saw what our offense looked like last year in the bowl game. I didn't see a whole lot different.
Nah, me
Right.
neither.
So as far as Garrett Riley, this being his first showing, how do you feel about what you saw from the offense?
I mean, during the game we talked about it. I felt the same way. There was no middle of the field action. It was everything out wide, wide left. And then when he did throw it to the middle, Brandon Stool, he quit the route one time, and then the other time he got picked late in the game, and that was game when he got picked. So, I mean, all I'm seeing is heavy dosage of Ship. Ship happens. We thankful for Ship, but he can't be the only weapon, though. He had plus 100 rushing. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like that's a great thing to have, but like somebody else got to take the load off.
It's great, but it's
You know.
it's empty. It's like empty yards, empty calories.
Yeah.
And I liked his intensity because it looked like he was playing his heart out there.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, we had a few plays that made you think, okay, this is the offense that we're looking to see. A couple of things that I just didn't like. I think Bo Collins caught I don't know if it was a in and out or what it was, but he was on I think the right hash, and as soon as he caught the ball, as soon as contact was there, it was over with. Right?
Man.
I was just like, man, do we need to get in the weight room?
Man, we was looking weak, bro. We was looking weak.
I mean, it's just looking like pushovers. Duke looked like they had the better athletes.
They did. And we got 39 4 or 5 stars. They had 2.
Exactly.
So
some of the things that I feel like Dabo's not addressing. Of course, it's the first game. You have a long season. You don't want to be too down on your players.
yeah.
And then let's talk about how our quarterback looked. He was in the Heisman conversation coming into this game.
Fifth best odds coming into the season.
I just don't like that. That first game did not show me.
Trash.
Didn't show me. Didn't show me.
Trash, bro. He looked nervous.
No.
He wasn't ready for the moment. Like I can quote unquote being not ready for the moment. If we starting at Florida State or somebody ranked, but you starting at Duke and you looking like a deer in the headlights in some moments, that ain't it, bro. You supposed to be ready for this moment.
This is reminding me of DJ talk. But let me just say this: our offensive line did not help build his confidence.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, though, we had 200 yards on the ground, so
yeah. But from a pass protection standpoint, I felt like Cade was running a lot, making decisions too fast. Now we didn't throw anything downfield, but especially when he slid,
yeah,
it's just like, okay, he's just trying to do whatever he can, but at the same time,
could have got that though.
Yeah, we got to be tougher. We got to be tougher. We can't be scared. We look like we were scared.
They look scared, man, and the players have been talking. I don't care.
Yeah,
we want to see some action. We got Charleston Southern Saturday. I want to see a 59-0, like what we used to do. To these teams that come to Death Valley, like the Furmans, the Citadels, the South Carolina States. I want to see a 59-0 shutout. We got to see it to build some confidence up, man. We got to.
We got to see some explosion out of this offense. So I got 2 more things, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
So players that we were looking to see a difference makers, right? So we talk about Peter Woods, right?
Mm-hmm.
We expected to see a clear. We expected to see him stand out. I did not see that. I did not see him stand out. Now, the defense, I can't be too down on the defense because they were out on the field a long time. This game could have been a lot worse if our defense didn't keep us in the game. But I want to talk about him, and I want to talk about Antonio Williams.
Yeah.
So his last big moment was dropping or fumbling the ball against South Carolina and getting us out of the playoffs. And Antonio, not putting that all on you, but that was a moment that I'm sure he remembers. So in this last game, there was a key drop.
Mm-hmm.
And there was others. There was other.
Third down.
There was other. I think Turner had a drop as well. But I expect when I see key moments like that for him to step up. He's supposed to make that jump.
Gotta be the man.
Didn't see separation, and then that drop pass. I mean, I'm losing confidence. If I'm Cade, I'm losing confidence.
Yeah, and it was another moment Antonio had where he tried to get some extra yards to cut out to get the first down. All he had to do was cut to get the first down. He tried to weave around, and he didn't even get the first on that play. But there was a key drop on late in the game, a third down that kind of would have. I felt like if we got that would have changed the momentum. Been right back in there, but that's a tough catch. And not to mention when Cade slid too early on the fourth down when we had it, and which is something I've never seen in my history watching football. You slide, it's a targeting call, but they get the ball. Like, okay. But anyway, it just wasn't our night.
Yeah.
I've never seen, like Dabo said, I will say that is the most embarrassing loss in the Dabo area.
Yeah.
In the Dabo era.
Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and put it to bed so we can
Yeah.
move on. But to Kay's point in that problem that situation with that call that we've never seen before, really we should have never been in that position.
And before we move on, I'm going to just explain why that's the most embarrassing loss and make it quick. So we've had some bad losses. We had the West Virginia loss, the 70-something to 30-something. And then we had, the North Carolina State loss in, I think, 2011 on the road where we got embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
But this one right here, when you come into a new season, top 10 ranking, a Heisman candidate, new OC, with all the expectations we have on us, and we come out lose by 3 touchdowns, being a 2-touchdown favorite.
Yep.
No, it don't get no worse than that, man. So, hey, Dabo, turn us around, bro. You gotta turn it around, man. You gotta get with the times, bro.
We got time. We got time. If this is the team, and I continue to hear him say he believes in this team, he believes in this group of coaches. And this roster is one of the best. We hear that. I feel like we hear that every year. But if that's the case, let's see it. Let's see this offense. Let's see, Garrett Riley's here. Let's see this explosive offense. Turn them loose.
Yeah, get with the time like Prime.
Get with the time like Prime. Speaking of Prime, let's shift over to the TCU Colorado game.
What a game,
man!
What a game, boy!
It was excitement the entire game. I think we were glued to the TV the whole game down to the wire. If you don't know, TCU was ranked number 17.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado was, I think, a 20 or so point dog in
21.
this game, and they ended up winning 45-42. Shedeur Sanders
put up 510.
510.
And 4.
510, 4 tubs.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter. I don't know how many
Animal.
picks he had. Maybe he had a pick? And
he had 18 catches for 250 yards and 18 picks for 6 touchdowns. That's how
it seemed.
He was a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like he was out there hooping, boy.
So he's definitely in the Heisman race. I think Shedeur is as well. But just a monster game. Shout out Shiloh too. He led the team in tackles, which is not necessarily a good thing having your safety lead the team. So the defense they got
plays though.
They got work to do. But and then was it Dylan Edwards? I think his name. I think his name's Dylan Edwards. He and apologies if I got that wrong, but man, running back. Oh my goodness, man, he had a monster game as well. So they got firepower, they got talent, they play with heart.
Yeah,
they look like another team should have. But just talk about Deion, the swag that he's brought to Colorado, and just your opinions of it.
Man, he bought the swag with him, and like we said on episode 2, you played though. Like it was gonna be about what all eyes on Deion. Because Shedeur will be a dark horse Heisman candidate this year. And after week 1,
I think you called that one.
We don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much, but after 5-10 and 4 touchdowns, that's a game.
Yeah.
Your first Power 5 game. Oh, you come from HBCU, you can't do that. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, and he did it. So.
And I hear, not to cut you off, but I hear people trying to discredit the win, saying, "Hey, TCU has the same issues they had last year." Yeah. They put up 42, so they're not trash.
And they just came out the Natty L. Even though they lost players, but still, like I said before, you still got to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what people discredit. Like, oh, they ain't win. I'm like, well, how many teams even make it to the Natty? 2. How many teams is in FBS? 130 something.
Yeah.
So it's only 2 that make it.
Exactly.
So I mean, say what you want. I was thoroughly impressed though with the offense. between the trenches is going where they're gonna need work throughout the season. We'll see how they size up. So we got Nebraska. Well, they got Nebraska. Um, this weekend with Matt Rule.
Yep.
Not a Matt Rule fan, former Panthers coach.
Yeah.
Trash at the
I was gonna
Panthers.
say that's your old ball coach right there.
Nah, trash. Get him out of here. He gonna be trash at Nebraska. They already took an L last week. They're gonna take another one this week. I got Colorado by a couple tugs.
Yeah, I think they're a 3-point favorite right now. And they came in the season. I think last week they were maybe a 2-point dog in that. But yeah, it's gonna be another challenge this week coming up for Colorado. Now teams are figuring out how they have film on them now, right? It was a lot of guessing games. Well, how's the offense going to look? Is their O-line going to be able to hold up? Is Shador going to be able to sit back in the pocket and make, good decisions? And I think that's one thing that differentiates Shador from some of these other quarterbacks is his decision making. Yeah, he has the arm
good.
strength, he has the accuracy, but his decision making, he doesn't panic.
He was confident, bro. He was confident with the reads. So, like I said, we'll see how they break it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
his first, second, third read and all that. But hey, they passed the first test of the season. That's all you can ask for. You got to play what's in front of you.
Yep. So expecting some big things from Colorado. Definitely excited for them. All right, so let's go. We got a lot of games. We got a lot of games this week. Hopefully we'll get back on the winning side of things.
Oh yeah.
I think the Tigers are playing Georgia Southern, I believe.
Nah,
Charleston Southern.
yeah.
Yeah, Georgia Southern. So I'm not taking any opponent lightly now, based on how we look.
At this point, so
But-
it's like like I said, we got to treat this like it's 2016, 2018. Like when these teams come to Death Valley, like put that 60 to nothing on them. Just
Yeah.
it's a practice. It should be a practice for us without showing too much of our hand because we got the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stretch-
So
Time to stretch the legs a little bit, kind of open up the playbook and get the players some confidence back. So excited for that game. I think the game that we really want to talk about is the Alabama Texas game. That's game day.
yep, Texas at Bama
Yeah.
this year.
So I'm not sure if we talked about who we have in that game.
Nah, let's get it though.
Yeah. So Steve Sarkisian, he's a ex Saban assistant.
And
right?
we know Saban record versus assistants.
Yeah.
He don't lose to them boys. He lost to Kirby Smart twice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But I'm going to take Texas in this game because I think it's a must win for Sarkisian. Like this is the one that they always have circled on the calendar.
Okay.
And they brought him in. They brought him in to be that guy.
Okay.
So.
Word. You got a score?
To be honest, I think it's going to be. I'll give 35-42 Texas.
Okay. I'm actually go. So I'm gonna actually go with. I'm gonna go with Bama at the crib. This time, like last year, they should have lost to Texas. Quinn Ewers got hurt in the game, and Texas had all the momentum. They was balling. They had them.
Yep.
And they just missed a field goal at the very end. Either they missed it or I forgot what happened. Either they missed it or Alabama hit one. It came down to a field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But Texas they should have won the game. They was a better team the whole game. But this time, it's at Bama. I think, the quarterback is Jalen Milroe. That's his name for Bama.
Jalen.
I think he'll be enough athletically. Even though I like what Texas brings to the table. I think Bama get this one at home. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 31-26.
31-26?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. All right. So a lot of games this weekend. So we looked at the Power 5. There's a lot of games, a lot of little cupcake matches, but I think that's gonna be the game to watch. So let's go ahead and talk about NFL. We're watching the Detroit Lions in Kansas City right now. It looks like a pretty good game.
We won. We 14-14 in the third. It's a good one.
Shout out Twan. I know he probably sitting nervous right now, but
Yeah.
you know, you got Kelsey out, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. But I think them boys will be all right. All right, so Keys, I know we talked about who we have for the divisions, but let's go ahead and just talk about one. We're gonna talk about our teams, and one I just want to talk about who I have coming out of the NFC, AFC, and who my Super Bowl pick,
All right, let's get it.
right?
Let's get it.
And
Who you got?
so definitely dropped the ball on the natty pick, but
Come on now,
Come
dog.
on, dog.
yeah, yeah. All right, so of course coming out the AFC, I got the New York Jets, and the
Hey,
reason
you got to say it though. You got to
reason-
spell it out. How they spell it though? You got to do it though.
JETS, Jets.
Okay.
And-
You got to say it with your
and
chest.
Everybody go say it with your chest. Everybody gonna be saying it this year. MetLife is the home of the New York Jets this year. So this year and next year, matter of fact, because we got Aaron Rodgers on a 2-year. But anyway, we look good. If you didn't check out Hard Knocks, check out Hard Knocks. We look good. Aaron looks better than I've seen him look in a long time. Thank you, Green Bay. Shout out to y'all. We got some dogs on offense, receivers, DBs, our defense. I think you picked up Jets defense on fantasy, matter of fact.
Yep. The you played though fantasy. We'll get to that real quick.
Yep. And so I got to deal with that. I think I got to deal with that this week. But anyway, so definitely looking forward to that AFC. And to tell you the truth, NFC is where I'm a little bit shaky, right? A little bit torn. To tell you the truth, just talking from experience and knowing how the Cowboys treat me every year.
Hmm.
That's PAT's team. Shout out PAT. Every year, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. That is
Every
what
year.
you hear. America's team.
That's everybody team. Big Quincy, shout out. Jeremy, like, I don't know why y'all Cowboys fans think every year gonna be y'all year, bro.
It's been them high school days is over, man. Them
Yeah.
high school days is over. But I think they'll have a tough division. To tell you the truth, I haven't seen the Eagles. I haven't watched much of what the Eagles is doing during preseason, but I like Jalen Hurts. I think he's a dog,
You on the spot though? Who coming out NFC, bro? Who coming out? You on the spot?
man. In the words of B Knight, Philly, where I am from.
Okay.
I'm going with the Eagles, man. Shout out Court too, man.
All right, yeah. Shout out to Court. Shout out to my boy Jamal, Mr. Lance, and shout out to Clay. Shout out to Pat Will, the Eagles fans. Okay. So it's my NFC pick now. Okay.
It's gonna be all green Super Bowl, man.
All right. Oh, so you did AFC, NFC. Okay, bet. That's the Super Bowl. All right. Let me see here because I actually think this is gonna be a slightly different year. AFC is deep this year. Quarterback play. You know what I mean? There's a plethora of great quarterbacks in the AFC. Man, I can step out on the limb. I can go somewhere. I ain't gonna go there. Although I don't think the Chiefs gonna make it back this year. I just don't think they are. And I think the Bills when those close. Man. So, there's a plethora of great AFC quarterbacks, but it's gonna be a bold pick. This is straight off the rip too. I ain't even put no thought into it. It's just the way I thought the season gonna go with AFC. I don't think the Chiefs going back. I think there's gonna be attrition. You see Kelsey already out. I think the Bengals ain't gonna make it back. It's attrition with them. Burrow got hurt preseason. Like, we'll see how long he lasts during the season.
And he get married too, I think, right?
Yeah, allegedly so.
Yeah.
So that
Down year.
hey, you know what I mean? Like, and I think the Buffalo Bills when those closed. I think they had their couple years. I just don't believe in them. I don't. They haven't proven it. The Chargers, they got talent. They can't never stay healthy. Maybe they stay healthy this year. That's why I originally had them pick to win their division. But I'm like, well, If the Chiefs is healthy, I'll still take them to win the division. But I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna go bold with the AFC.
Okay.
I'm gonna go bold, baby. Them Jaguars.
Okay.
I'm feeling something special coming out of Jacks this year, man. Like my boy Trevor.
I like it. I like it.
I feel like they got Calvin Ridley back, and they was really a couple plays away from beating Kansas City at Kansas City last year in the playoffs after that historic comeback.
Another year of experience together.
Another year for Trevor Lawrence experience. I'm gonna pick the Jaguars to come out. That's a bold pick right here on Uplayedtho.
I like that.
You heard it here on first on Uplayedtho podcast, episode 3, baby.
I like that.
So
I like that.
I'm gonna go there. NFC. Let's see where we at. So we got, Dallas has a strong defense. The Cowboys got a strong defense. The 49ers got a defense. The Eagles got a defense. But the Eagles got the experience. They've been there. Everybody stays healthy.
They got the better quarterback, in my opinion, too.
Yeah, so
Because Dallas do got weapons.
NFC wise, man, it's for me, it's kind of a toss up between the Niners and the Eagles. But I got to go fly Eagles fly to come out the NFC this year. I got to take them to go back to back out the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
I think they still got some work to do. So I'm going Philly Jags, bro.
Philly Jags.
Yeah, I'm
Philly
going there.
Jags.
I'm going there.
Okay.
So
That's not a bad pick. I'm not mad at that.
all right, if we're talking MVP talk though,
Yes.
I mean, what you like? Name your top 3. Name your top 3 MVP.
So this is this
picks.
is man, this is gonna be difficult. But to be honest, I like your Super Bowl pick. I like your I like your 2 Super Bowl picks. And honestly, I'm gonna go with Trevor.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Trevor because he had a great season for the talent and what they were able to do. You got Travis with more experience. You got Calvin Ridley. I can't remember the number 1 receiver, but he's got weapons.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, he's got weapons. They trust each other, and they're taking the safety off of him. They're taking the safety off of him, letting him shoot, man. So I think he's gonna have a big year. So I'll go Trevor.
Okay.
As much as
Front runner.
as a front runner.
And so it's a winner, and you picking 2.
Okay. Let me pick 3, and then I'll pick the.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So I think that Deshaun, and maybe I'm being too much of a homer, but
Hey, it don't matter, bro.
yeah, I think Deshaun is going to have a breakout year.
Yeah.
Right. He has a great defense. He also has a number 1 receiver. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he works in that division because you got Joe Burrow, you got him. I don't even know who the Steelers quarterback is, and you got Lamar
Pickett.
Jackson. Pickett. Okay. And you got Lamar Jackson. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them play. And my third, I'm gonna have to say, man, I think it's gonna be a big year in New York, man. I'm going Aaron Rodgers.
Mm.
So I got A-Rod, Deshaun, and Trevor.
Who winning that thing though?
I'm gonna go. Who winning it?
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you, Trevor, man, but I think A-Rod gonna get that, man.
So A-Rod gets 3 in a row.
A-Rod gets 3 in a row.
Trifecta, the hat trick.
Yep.
Back to back in Green Bay. And he gonna get the trifecta okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. Okay.
It's a good story. They had Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
He leaves Green Bay after so many years, goes to the Jets, wins the Super Bowl, and gets MVP. I mean, I'm putting a lot on you, Aaron, man.
Okay.
I called it.
All right. So I'm gonna go. I think Jalen will be back in there this year with the weapons he got, and he'll be a year better. Coming off a Super Bowl, I'm gonna put Jalen back in there. Mm. Um, I'm gonna put Trevor in there too. I gotta mess my Super Bowl pick. I put him in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna put Trevor in there. He's a year experienced, and the things they did last year in the playoffs, it was something to behold.
It was,
you know,
it was special. It was
it,
special.
it was some bad charges in there, but hey, you still got to come back and play the game and win and galvanize your guys, bro. Like you got to be a leader. He's a
Yep.
great leader. We've seen it. That's why he's a champion. You know what I mean? So I got them two, and then number three, I'm gonna go. Let me see here for number three. I mean, I hate. I mean, because the MVP's a quarterback award. You know,
Yeah. That's what it seems like.
it's a quarterback award for the most part. I'm gonna go a little. I'm gonna go a little off the grid. I'm gonna say, if your boys stay healthy in San Fran, McCaffrey got a shot.
Okay.
He got a shot. So
So the only thing that I would say on that one is they use him and Debo both like Swiss
Yeah.
Army knives. So
kind of
they
they
gonna
go take
offset
away.
it, yeah.
Yeah. So all right, bet. Let me take that back. All right, I'm gonna take that one back.
Bruh.
All right, so I got Trevor, Jalen. Um. Ooh. Okay, good move. Like I said, damn. Yeah, we is live. So Hmm. All right. I'm gonna go. Let me see. Do I want to go AFC? I mean, because I think I'm a big A-Rod fan too, bro. I want to go the same place you went. So I'm gonna actually go. Herbert. I'm
Herbert.
gonna go Herbert. Yeah, I'm gonna go Herbert because if they stay healthy, he has the potential to put up numbers
Yeah, I think
with Mike Will and Keenan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, and Austin Eckler. So
I
I'll
think
go Herbert.
I think that's a good pick. I think that's a good pick, man. He plays strong. He just got paid, so he's probably gonna want to show that he earned that contract. And Keenan Allen, I think that's a big thing, right? Health is a big thing for them, man.
Hey, and if you had to name a bonus two off the top of your head, like for the finish out the top five voting, if it's off the top of your head, a bonus two, who you picking?
I'm taking Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
They talking so much noise about him,
Okay.
and a bonus two that you didn't name either.
It don't matter.
Okay, so my bonus two, I'm gonna go Patty Mahomes.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him back in there.
Okay.
He chasing Brady.
Cause I'm gonna go Pat and I'm gonna go A-Rod for my bonus too.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, man. All right.
So we'll see how it shake.
We're gonna see how it works out. So a lot of great stories. NFL. Who are you excited to see? Non-quarterback. Who are you excited to see this year?
I want to see how D Hop shake out with the Titans, man. Yeah, I feel like he feels like everybody putting him out there to dry. Like y'all didn't want me, such and such ain't want me, they ain't want me. Like I feel like D Hop got something to prove this year with the Titans. I mean, we'll see how his chemistry is with Tannehill, and you got the Kane.
Yeah.
Not the Kane, not number 23 that wear that crown, but we're talking about the NFL King, Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
The angry runs King. That the angry runs boy. You know what I'm saying? So
He ran into some roadblocks last year, so
Yeah.
we're gonna see.
So I mean, they could potentially make some noise, but nobody.
Come on now, dog.
But nobody's expecting much out of Tannehill. So it's like it starts there. But if D Hop can ride into some form, so yeah, that's one player I would say I'm looking forward to seeing this year. Another player, you said non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback. Yep.
Let me see, non-quarterback. That's a good one, dog. Let me. I want to see how DJ Moore do in Chicago.
Okay.
So, Justin Fields is a good player. He didn't have really nothing around him. He did some things with the Bears last year, rushing the ball. So now he has our former number one receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got a receiver. We'll see what you do. He showed out in preseason. So if DJ Moore can make some noise for the Bears, I mean they might have a chance to come out that division because the division kind of weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Shout out Justin Fields just signed a shoe deal with Reebok.
yeah. So who you feel like then? If it's
So
non-quarterback, who you looking at?
non-quarterback, I definitely want to see how Odell does. It seems like he's really hungry. He's down there with Lamar Jackson, and I know he's gonna get some touches. I think he's that. Maybe not a speedster, maybe not able to stretch the field like he used to, but I think he's gonna be like that dog, like that Dez Bryant, that go up and get it type receiver.
Think so, huh?
I would definitely want to see how Saquon performs because he's got that 1 year,
1 year, $12 million.
so he's got a little bit to prove. Who else? And I also want to see. I want to see low key. He's becoming one of my favorite receivers in the league, man. T. Higgins.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
our boy.
don't feel like he gets enough respect.
I mean, he don't because he got Jamar Chase on the other side. So
Yeah.
shout out to my number one pick in the Uplayedtho podcast, fantasy draft,
Yeah.
Jamar Chase. Yeah, okay, that's respectable.
Yeah.
I respect that. You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So really excited about the season coming up. We just had the first game on Monday night against the Bills. Definitely expecting to come away with that win.
All right.
Not an easy task though. Not an easy task. I know
Yeah.
Josh Allen has a lot to prove. We've already talked about him and Stephon Diggs. They're back and forth. Are they able to put that past them and get a win and move forward, or is the ship sailed on their ability to kind of move forward?
Yeah, and I want to see how Dalvin Cook performing that green and white. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we'll see if he's adapted to the offense. I think it'll take him a little time for everybody to get adjusted. I mean, it's 9/11. Shout out to 9/11. Like prayers to all the
Yeah.
continue like to this day.
All the families impacted.
Yeah, so it'll be an emotional day as it is 9/11 every year in New York. So that's a big one. That's a good test for y'all. A division game,
Yep.
right off gate to a Super Bowl favorite, in which I think they win those close. So
Yep.
I mean
And
I got y'all coming out to get that dub Monday night, man. So y'all got to prove me right, bro. I got
Yeah.
y'all coming out getting the dub.
yeah, we got you, man. We got you. So let's talk about the Panthers, Atlanta.
Yeah, we in the Sunday. J5 will be in attendance. Shout out.
Shout out 5.
He'll be at the game. What we're looking for, man, is we're looking for a solid play on the offensive line. We're looking for Bryce Young to establish the chemistry with Thielen, with Hayden Hurst, and with our rookie receiver out of Ole Miss.
Is Thielen your number one? He's 33 years old.
I mean, I done forgot my man's name that came out of Ole Miss, the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name that quick. Forgive me, bro. We'll look it up. We'll get the facts.
We'll fact check it.
But he's a physical specimen. He looks like dare I say like a baby Dez? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I think he can mold into that kind of player if they coach him right and all that.
Jonathan
yeah, Mingo. Jonathan Mingo. I mean, it's a lot to expect a rookie to come in and be your number one, but he has the physical tools to be. We'll see where the coaching at. We'll see where the line at. We'll see where Miles Sanders at with the running game. And on the other side, for Atlanta, Desmond Ridder showed. I mean, he had a couple good, little stretches last year. A couple good things happened, but overall, it's nothing that we're too threatened about. But you still got your Kyle Pitts. You got your Bijan.
Yeah.
Rookie. So I mean, they got a couple weapons at their disposal, but I'm gonna call it, man. Like I think we're going to the A and get the first dub of the year in the division, man. I think Bryce gonna come out swinging, bro.
Yeah.
We gonna get that thing.
As many challenges y'all had last year, y'all still had opportunities. still had opportunities. Division,
Yeah,
maybe
right there.
not the strongest, but defense held up. And I think Bryce Young's gonna get some good experience. Good experience. I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl or anything like that, but
Not yet.
it starts with week one. Starts with game one. So we gonna see. I got high hopes for you. We gonna see.
It's a party. It's a party.
Hey,
It's a party.
hey, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so all right, Keys, man. I think we got us another one, man.
We done wrapped it up.
Another one.
Another one. Episode 3 in the books.
Yeah.
So leave your comments below on the YouTube page.
Yep.
Go to our IG. Uplayedtho podcast. Drop us your Super Bowl predictions, man. Drop us your MVP predictions.
Yeah.
Drop us your, week by week. We going week by week of the games or your biggest game. Who your team, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, drop who your team is.
Yep.
Drop your predictions. Subscribe. Comment. Share. Like. We up. Let's get it.
And we out.
Yeah.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Get on your feet, Tiger fans. Let's get loud. Let's go. Let's get active. Let's go.